Hi guys, Sharper back once again with another minting box, and today I'm going to be looking at my first video Lego review. Now if you've been following me on the website of Doom, you've probably seen all the Lego reviews I do on there, and this won't go too far away from that kind of formula. I'm still going to be covering the same kinds of things, but because this is a video review, I'm going to be doing some things a little differently. So yeah, this is the Lego Ultra Agents Hurricane Heist. As you can see from the front, you see the Cyclone bad guy's vehicle, you see a couple of the Ultra Agents, and some cross promotion for the app. Now, while I have you here, I'd like to point out that unfortunately I can't run the app. My iPod Touch doesn't run iOS 7, so unfortunately I can't show you what the app does, which is a shame really, because I like the look of it, and if it features extra builds like it looks like it does, I think I'm missing out there. But you can find it on the App Store, on Google Play, and it should work for your tablets. But spin this around. The back shows you a lot of the details that we'll be looking at in a minute. But yeah, overall looks like a very impressive set. Like usual, I'll be looking at the minifigures first, and then we'll be going into the build process. So see you in a minute. Included with this set are 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. As you can see, this is a very, very big build, very involved, and it's going to take me a while, so I don't think I'll be doing time lapse, especially since I'm not entirely sure how long my camera will last with the battery videoing. So I will cut in from time to time just to show you progress. There's also a stick sheet and a rather big instruction booklet. It's pretty big. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit when I assemble all the minifigures, and then we'll get on to the build process. Alright guys, I've assembled the team, and we are going to be looking at Jack Fury. He seems to be one of the lead agents, and he gets a sweet little backpack and a big gun. The details on this minifigure are great. I mean, if I move his gun out the way, or just disassemble it all together, you can see all the little details on his front. There are some on the back, but I don't want to remove his backpack. He also has a alternate face, which is a little more stern, if I can get his floppy hair back on. And yeah, I like the minifigure. He's a solid little hero, agent, man. Secret agent man, secret agent man. That's enough of me singing. We have an Astor City police man or security guard. Yeah, it's pretty standard. There's a nice little sweaty face. Sweaty face. Comes with more than enough cuffs. We have Agent Kyla Phoenix, the only female agent, and she's got shockingly pink hair. Actually, this is a good time to bring up these little blasters. These are amazing. I can't believe it's taken Lego this long to figure out a handheld minifigure blaster that fires something, and in this case it's just your average stud. But thanks to friction, it shoots pretty far. And then I think averaging out, I think I've got it to shoot about 2 to 3 feet sometimes. And that's astounding for such a tiny little blaster. And I will probably never see that orange stud again. She's got some excellent details on her torso and on her back, which looks a little armoured. And she also comes with an alternate face, where the silver things on the side of her face reveal she has a heads-up display, which is pretty cool. I like it. I think they could have done something better with her hair. I think just having her have shocking pink hair is a little on the nose as, hey, girl character. But otherwise, pretty solid little minifigure, lots of character in her. And finally, we come to the bad guy of the set. Dun 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 dun. This is Cyclone. And he comes with a pretty big rig for flying and junk. Oh, it seems I've accidentally put that on the wrong way. There we go. Massive spinning saw blades. Now, what I like about this minifigure is his headpiece. This is really reminiscent of an old toy line from many, many years ago of my youth called MASC. And it stood for Mobile Armoured Strike Command. And one of the figures I remember is a jet pilot. And he had a mask very similar to this. And it's really, even the colour is correct. But anyway, I'll take his mask off, and he has a flight mask bug kind of face. And if you turn it around, it's actually quite an old guy. He's got an eye patch, and he's most definitely evil. So we pop that back on. He looks cool to me. He gets his silly gun. I have no idea what it's supposed to be doing, but it's doing a thing. And yes, his things spin, and that's cool. Overall, a really, really nice selection of minifigures. But I think it's time we take a look at the building process. Hi guys, it's been about an hour and a half. Woof, this is an intensely... it's very involved, this build. I mean, the little motorcycle is the easiest part of this. And yeah, I like it. I like the whole theme of the Ultra Agents, where they've got these transformable vehicles, again, like MASC. And this turns into like a hover cycle, which I really like. I like vehicles that transform. And I like the almost Tron-like aesthetic to it. So yeah, I really like that. And here's the thing that's been taking me a while. This is Cyclone's vehicle, and it is way more involved than I thought it would be. There is a lot of engineering going into this, and it's pretty heavy. I mean, it's just layers upon layers of spokes and spindles and grabby, clicky joints. One thing I did notice, that on the back it seems like this should do something, but from the internal mechanisms there's nothing there. So that's just for show, I guess. You can just spin it all you want and nothing happens. But yeah, I guess this is the fuselage with a really tight clicky joint. The cockpit's fairly open, you can open the windshield, and it's even got mounted guns that fold out on little arms, but we'll be seeing more of that later. But I'm going to cut this short since there's noise outside, and I'll be back hopefully when the whole thing's finished. Wish me luck. And we are done. It's taken about 2 hours, and it's a hefty beast. The leg assembly was straightforward but still complex enough to give it a nice feel, and the rotor blades are fully functional now. I figured out what the problem was. I'd actually skipped a piece, so now when you turn the knob on the back, both rotors spin at the same time, which is great. So, cool looking aerial vehicle. Pretty heavy, and it, just like the Agent's vehicles, it can transform. So try and do this without tearing it apart. We can slide that up. We can bring these down. Is chicken legs. Oh, one more notch, and there we go. It's freestanding, it's well balanced enough, the joints are nice and tight so they can hold the pose, and on the side of the legs you also have missiles, which you probably might have missed there, and I will probably never see them again. But they are spring loaded, which is great. The fact that I don't have to deal with flick missiles anymore is a great thing. Flick missiles really annoyed me. You can bring the cockpit down, take Cyclone out. He's all ready to battle the good guys and chase this policeman around. But where are the Ultra Agents? Well, they are right here. This is the Hurricane Heist set altogether. For £70 it is a very involved build, which is great. You want time for your money. Lots of pieces, lots of unique features, lots of playability. I'd say this is a very, very good set for you to buy if you're going to dive into the Ultra Agents set. I've dealt with other sets before that are expensive and don't offer nearly as much as this set does. It's complicated enough to be a challenge, but not so complicated as to be a hindrance. You get a good build time out of it, you get a really nice looking big build, you get some great looking minifigures and a nice little tiny build. And yeah, oh, you also get one of these, which is the first time I've dealt with a couple big sets and I've never got one of these, which is great. I really like this thing. Never had to use one, but it's nice to have one. So overall, the Hurricane Heist set for £70 more or less, I can recommend it. I've been Sharpo, this has been the LEGO Ultra Agents Hurricane Heist, and I will see you guys next time on Mint in Box.